we live in London, and we've been meaning to visit the Cutty Sark for many years, and we didn't get to visit it before the restoration. So we had friends staying last year from the north who were keen to see it, and we were. And so we came with them. One of our friends, I'm totally blind, and one of our friends is as well.
We were extremely impressed with what we found, because we found there was a lot of interactive stuff and a lot of information. We had a Braille guide, or the use of the Braille guide, plus as you walk around the ship there's some very good audio commentary giving you the history and the relevance of whichever part of the ship you're in. And it was really a very, very enlightening morning, and it all credit really to the way that it's been arranged.
One of the things that was really good was that there were two Braille guides actually, so my friend was able to read one as well, and the staff knew exactly where they were and they had them to hand, which often doesn't happen when you visit museums. And they had very good diagrams as well, so that we were able to get a really good background before we started looking around. Well, if we start from our point of view as visually impaired people, it is extremely accessible. That you have Braille labelling, you have audio information, several models of the ship in different ways, the sort of sails, the ground plan, so that you can get a very, very good idea of it. Usually going to museums and exhibitions, there are few things you can touch, but we felt everything seemed to be accessible really. And the cabins too, where there was such good accounts of what it was like to be at sea on the Cutty Sark from very different points of view of the crew. So I think for visually impaired people, I would really recommend it as something exciting. Now, I would think for everybody it's wonderful really, because it sort of becomes alive the way that you've put it together. And the staff were very, very helpful and friendly, weren't they, and informative.
But in the wider context, it's very, very important to preserve this ship. The restoration has been magnificent. It's actually, as Judy says, it's incorporated lifts and very easy access. Even wheelchair access is possible to most parts of this ship. And there's a great deal that anybody who is from a wider spectrum of disability would be very, very welcome here.
This one was developed to try and give a sense of the sail area.
Yes. Look, it gives a really nice overall picture actually.